Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, where today we will ride straight into the world of Western movies. Cowboy hat face, but wait, not those old cowboy films from before 1990. Today, I bring you the top 20 Western films from 1990 to now, all modern blockbusters, featuring everything from action-packed shootouts, deep drama, to comedy and horror. Put on your cowboy hats, get your popcorn ready, because this journey will be long, detailed, and extremely interesting.
First, we have The Sisters Brothers, a hidden gem of the Western genre that you can't miss. The film tells the story of two assassin brothers, Eli and Charlie Sisters, played by Joaquin Phoenix and John C. Reilly, living during the gold rush in America. Their mission is to track down a chemist who knows how to find gold, but things are not as simple as pulling a trigger. This film is both humorous and dark, yet also touching. There are scenes where the two brothers argue that will have you laughing out loud, like two best friends bickering but still caring for each other. Joaquin performs brilliantly, while John brings an unexpected warmth. The stunning scenery of the West, from lush forests to deserts, will make you want to jump into the film. If you enjoy movies that are both fun and profound, this is the #1 choice.
Next is The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, a unique work by the Coen brothers, the masters of storytelling. This is not an ordinary feature film, but rather a collection of 6 short stories about the Wild West, each with its own distinct flavor. There's a story about a singing cowboy who's super funny, one about an unlucky bank robber, and even some tales that are so sad they might bring a tear to your eye. The performances by stars like Tim Blake Nelson, Liam Neeson, and James Franco are top-notch. This film is like a box of chocolates. You never know if the next piece will be sweet or bitter, but you definitely want to keep going. If you enjoy creatively told stories, this is a must-see.
Prepare the tissues and warm clothes, because Wind River will chill you to the bone, in both the literal and figurative sense. This film is a perfect blend of Western and mystery, set in a Native American reservation in Wyoming, blanketed in snow. Jeremy Renner plays a hunter and investigator who teams up with Elizabeth Olsen to solve a mysterious case. There aren't any loud cowboy shootouts, but the lonely, harsh atmosphere of the modern West is brilliantly portrayed. The film also addresses profound social issues, such as the injustice faced by Native Americans. The falling snow and tense moments will keep you on the edge of your seat. If you enjoy films that are both dramatic and meaningful, Wind River is an excellent choice.
If you love spectacular action movies, you can't miss The Magnificent Seven. This is a remake of the classic film of the same name, featuring an incredible cast: Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke, and 4 other gunslingers, joining forces to protect a town from a wealthy villain. This film is truly a feast for the eyes and ears, with gunfights that are as beautiful as ballet and super cool dialogue. Denzel as the leader is incredibly cool, while Chris Pratt brings a touch of his signature humor. Although the plot isn't very deep, for weekend entertainment, this movie is #1. Just imagine, 7 heroes, each with their own style, fighting together. What could be better?
Warning: if you are squeamish or dislike horror, prepare yourself well before watching Bone Tomahawk. This film is a bold blend of Western and horror, telling the story of a group of people, led by Kurt Russell with his legendary mustache, going to rescue villagers from a cannibal tribe. Sounds creepy, right? The film builds tension gradually, with scenes of desolate deserts and dialogue rich in Western flavor. But when the horror kicks in, oh my, you'll want to cover your eyes. The performances by Kurt Russell and Patrick Wilson are extremely impressive, bringing a sense of realism. If you want to try a unique Western, Bone Tomahawk won't disappoint you, but remember to watch it during the day.
Quentin Tarantino returns with The Hateful Eight, a Western film as tense as a guitar string. The film is set in a wooden cabin during a snowstorm, where 8 strangers are trapped together. Each person has a secret, and you won't guess who the traitor is. Samuel L. Jackson plays a bounty hunter with razor-sharp dialogue, while Kurt Russell transforms into a super-cool bearded cowboy. This film is like a mystery play, with humorous exchanges mixed with tension, and of course, it wouldn't be complete without some signature Tarantino violence. The music by Ennio Morricone is like honey to the ears, it's spine-tingling. If you enjoy films that are both smart and dramatic, this is a masterpiece.
If you think surviving in the desert is tough, watch The Revenant to see what extreme cold is like. Leonardo DiCaprio plays Hugh Glass, a hunter abandoned by his teammates after being attacked by a bear. He must struggle against nature, enemies, and his own pain to seek revenge. The cinematography is so beautiful that each frame looks like a painting, from snowy forests to glaciers. How much suffering did Leo endure to win the Oscar? Watch this movie and you'll understand right away. There's a scene where he crawls in the snow and you just want to send him a warm blanket through the screen. Director Alejandro Inarritu delivers a story of survival and intense willpower. If you like films that are both beautiful and profound, The Revenant is a must-watch.
Want to laugh out loud? A Million Ways to Die in the West is a comedic Western film by Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy. The movie tells the story of Albert, a cowardly guy living in the West, where dying from any reason can happen, from being crushed by a cow, accidentally getting shot, to even eating spoiled ice cream. Seth stars in the lead role, alongside Charlize Theron and Liam Neeson, delivering absurd yet extremely clever comedic moments. There's a scene where Albert is practicing shooting that's so funny you might pass out. This film isn't deep, but for relaxation and a good laugh, it's unbeatable. If you need a dose of joy, turn on this movie right away.
This is the shining gem of Quentin Tarantino. Django Unchained tells the story of Django, a freed slave who becomes a bounty hunter under the guidance of Dr. Schultz, played by Christoph Waltz. Jamie Foxx delivers a Django that is both cool and emotional, while Christoph, oh my, he acts like he steals the entire spotlight. This film has it all: explosive gun action, an awesome soundtrack that makes you want to dance, and humorous dialogue mixed with a powerful social message about slavery. The scene of Django riding a horse in a blue suit is truly iconic. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out on a masterpiece of modern Western cinema.
Who says animated films can't be Western? Rango is proof that both children and adults can fall in love with this genre. The movie tells the story of Rango, a humorous chameleon voiced by Johnny Depp, who ends up in a troubled cowboy town. From a boastful guy, Rango becomes the unwitting hero of the town. This film is both entertaining and visually stunning, with detailed depictions of the desert and town down to every grain of sand. The action scenes, like shootouts and chases, are true to the Western style but done in a super creative way. Johnny Depp's voice acting feels as if he's truly performing, you can recognize him instantly. If you have kids at home, play Rango, and the whole family will love it.
The Coen brothers are back with True Grit, an emotional Western film. The movie tells the story of Maddie Ross, a 14-year-old girl who hires a drunken cowboy named Rooster Cogburn to track down her father's killer. Haley Steinfeld, despite being a debutante, delivers an outstanding performance, bringing to life a Maddie who is both strong and endearing. Jeff Bridges as Rooster is, oh my, he was born to be a cowboy. This guy is tough, funny, but also very heartfelt. The film features breathtaking chase scenes across the plains, interspersed with touching moments about humanity. If you enjoy films that are both thrilling and profound, True Grit is a perfect choice. Want to watch a movie about honor and sacrifice? 3:10 to Yuma will keep you on the edge of your seat. The film tells the story of Dan Evans, a poor farmer played by Christian Bale, who is tasked with escorting the dangerous criminal Ben Wade, portrayed by Russell Crowe. These two are like fire and water. Dan is upright, while Wade is cunning and charming. But as they travel together, you'll see the chemistry between them explode through mind games and gunfights. Russell Crowe as the antagonist somehow still makes you want to cheer for him. This movie has not only action but also raises the question, would you choose money or honor? The final scene of the film, no spoilers, but get ready with some tissues. Another masterpiece from the Coen brothers. No Country for Old Men is not exactly a traditional Western, but its modern Western setting and tense atmosphere are unmistakable. The film tells the story of Llewellyn Moss, played by Josh Brolin, who stumbles upon a briefcase full of money and is pursued by the cold-blooded assassin Anton Chigurh, played by Javier Bardem. Javier in this role is, oh my, so terrifying that you'll dream about him. This film is profound and haunting, raising questions about fate, morality, and the changing times. The vast Texas desert scenery only enhances the feeling of loneliness. If you enjoy films that make you think, this is a masterpiece. If you love films that are as beautiful as paintings, The Assassination of Jesse James is for you. The film tells the story of the legendary outlaw Jesse James, played by Brad Pitt, and the traitor Robert Ford, portrayed by Casey Affleck. Brad Pitt delivers a Jesse who is both charming and terrifying, while Casey gives an outstanding performance as a man who is both admiring and envious. This film is slow-paced, but every frame is like a work of art, from the grassy fields to the ethereal lighting. The themes of fame, betrayal, and the cost of notoriety are so profound that you'll be left in awe after watching it. If you enjoy psychological films with a Western twist, this is a gem. Open Range is a classic Western film, yet still feels very fresh. Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall play two cattle ranchers who confront a cruel landowner. Robert Duvall as the old-timer is truly legendary, both humorous and admirable. Kevin Costner, who is also the director, delivers some stunning slow-motion shootout scenes that are beautifully poetic. This film not only has action but also explores friendship, loyalty, and a touch of gentle romance. The vast prairie landscapes will make you want to leave the city to live the cowboy life. If you enjoy traditional yet modern Western films, Open Range is the perfect choice.
This movie is a bit different because Out of Sight blends Western with modern heist genre, but the Western vibe is still very strong. George Clooney plays a charming bank robber, while Jennifer Lopez is the cop chasing him. The chemistry between these two is explosive, like a cowboy and a saloon girl in modern times. The film features super smart mind games, mixed with action scenes and a bit of humor. Director Steven Soderbergh brings a very unique style, making the film both cool and romantic. If you want to try a different kind of Western, Out of Sight is an excellent choice. Want to watch a thrilling action movie with guns? The Quick and the Dead is a must-see. Sharon Stone plays a mysterious female cowboy who participates in a shooting tournament in a Western town. This film features an incredible cast: Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, and even a super cute young Leonardo DiCaprio. Director Sam Raimi brings a fast-paced shooting style and unique angles, making each gunfight feel like a performance. Sharon Stone is undeniably cool, proving that cowboys are not just for men. This movie is fun, dramatic, and full of energy. You'll be hooked right away. A classic 90s film that you can't miss, Tombstone. The movie tells the story of Wyatt Earp and the legendary shootout at OK Corral. Kurt Russell plays Wyatt, but the spotlight is stolen by Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday, a sickly yet incredibly cool cowboy. Val's line "I'm your Huckleberry" has become iconic. This film is full of drama, with thrilling shootouts, a bit of romance, and a friendship worth admiring. The depiction of the Western town is so vivid that you feel like you're living in the 19th century. If you love action westerns, Tombstone is a must-see.
Clint Eastwood not only stars but also directs Unforgiven, a masterpiece about morality in the Wild West. The film tells the story of William Money, an old cowboy who was once a hitman, returning to a life of violence to earn money to support his children. Clint's performance in this role is both powerful and vulnerable, making it impossible to look away. The film has no perfect heroes, only flawed individuals struggling with their past and their conscience. Gene Hackman as the evil sheriff is equally frightening. The scene of the rainy night and the slow-motion shootouts will give you goosebumps. If you enjoy profound Western films, Unforgiven is a masterpiece. Finally, we have Dances with Wolves, an epic film by Kevin Costner. The movie tells the story of John Dunbar, a Union soldier who befriends the Sioux tribe during the American Civil War. Kevin, who is also the director, brings us a tale of culture, peace, and the intersection of peoples. The vast prairie scenes, the herd of buffalo running by, and the beautiful dances of the Sioux make you want to jump into the screen. This film is long, but every minute is worth it, with authentic performances and a profound message. If you're looking for a Western that is not just about guns and bullets, Dances with Wolves is the perfect conclusion to the list.
So we've adventured through 20 top Western films from 1990 to now. Cowboy Hat Face, which one do you like the most? I'm super into Django Unchained because of the music and vibe, while Unforgiven really makes me think. How about you? Comment below to share.